and welcome to my channel. I'm the Angry Simmer, and today's video is a speed build. Yes, a speed build. The first one in forever, and it's not very speedy. It's about 25 minutes long, so strap in. But I decided that I wanted to start a new Let's Play. The Fit to Fat, or the Fat to Fit challenge just wasn't kind of keeping up with everybody. It wasn't everybody's favorite, so I wanted to do something with a little bit more drama, a little bit less me complaining about workout schedules. And yeah, I thought I would do this build, which was inspired by the HGTV Dream Home from 2015. So it was a really fun build to do anyways, and I absolutely loved the layout, and I had a lot of fun just getting a chance to be creative. So I left in doing the layout on this video just because it's so important to the build, and I like the idea of it for the family that I created. So if you watched yesterday's video, which if you haven't, go check it out. I will, I don't know how to do the links. Actually, I do. I'll link it at the end. So just wait till the end, title card, and, you know, go check it out. But I did a cast with links to the clothing that I put them in, so there you go. Very nice of me. But I put up a cast of them, the family that's going to be in this beautiful home. It's a father and wife, or a husband and wife, and their two daughters. So Dana and Jacob Reynolds, and their daughters Becca and Eliza. And so the parents are elder Sims, and the girls are young adults, I do believe. I just really enjoyed making them. I really wanted to make kind of a good girl and a bad girl twins of that, and so we'll kind of be exploring Eliza finding a family, or well, not finding a family, making a family of her own, and Becca kind of finding her own way in the world and figuring out what she wants to do with her life and her career, and you know, just making decisions for herself. So she's going to be a little unorthodox compared to the rest of her family, but don't worry, you know, she's going to get it together. Maybe. Or maybe she'll go wild and crazy and, you know, do whatever she wants, and that's just as much fun too. So I will say that I spent a lot of time working on this build. In fact, I actually came up with a build on my own, a floor plan, which was just fine, and it had a lot of fun roofing types with it. But then I went inside to try and do the layout, and it just wasn't coming together. While with this one, I did the layout first with where all the bedrooms and living rooms and things like that would be, and it made it a lot easier. And so I've been trying to work on different types of building to help myself make the floor plans more realistic in The Sims, so I don't always have to build on 64 by 64 lots like this one. And I actually did a couple of room builds, or practice room builds, that I should probably have recorded for you guys, because they turned out pretty nifty. They were basically, I put a square down, and then I filled in the space with furnishings, or maybe I think I just started putting furnishings in and then put a floor square down around it. I was like, yep, that's good. That works for a dining room or for a study. And I saved those to my gallery. I don't know if I made those public or if they're just for me to see, but I really enjoyed it. Just like I really enjoyed that middle fence bit that I saw on the HGTV Dream Home, and then decided to keep for some reason and to leave in the video, even though I was trying to cut time out of the video so you guys wouldn't be here for half an hour. Which, oh my god, I spent 4 days working on this build, on and off, because of the other house, and then I've spent 3 days editing. And that's partially because I just haven't been super motivated lately. I'm bad this week. I really was. Actually I had most of the videos up and like pre-scheduled to go up, so I just had to get up and like go outside and feed the dogs, or well, let the dogs out so that they could eat and play and all that fun stuff, and really didn't actually have that much that I needed to accomplish, but because I had those read already on there, but because I gave myself that little loophole, I haven't been good about anything else, really. Yeah. To be honest, it's been a real lack of adultness around here, and I hate that because I'm trying to do so much right now, and I'm trying to be a grown-up and help other people be grown-ups, and yeah, anyway, so right here I'm working with white panels in 2 different directions, which I thought I was going to keep because that's what I was doing on the other house. But then I decided to try and find something as yellow as what was on the shingles on the HGTV Dream Home. And they're actually more of a tan than a yellow. And something happened there. I don't know what happened, but it got scooted over a section, and that just wasn't part of the plan. I don't know what happened there. But either way, so it's kind of an interesting mix. I do like throughout the house, I have yellow and white panels, and there's an outdoor shower. Woohoo! I really like that. I thought it was a pretty nifty idea right there. So here's me trying to decide on the exterior. So the kitchen is on the right there where I just put those 2 windows in, and then I realized that there's supposed to be a door leading out there because you have an outdoor dining space there, which this is just like a giant party house at this point. It just works for that. So the one thing that I did change for sure on this house is that on the master suite section there is a giant walk-in closet, and then there is a dressing room. I was like, there's no need for that in The Sims. So I have still a giant walk-in closet on their wing, but the other room is used as an office because, you know, Sims gotta have somewhere to play on computers and play Sims themselves, because why not? I also end up using the Salvadorado tiles out here and on all of the patios outside because those tiles are amazing, and that's the one thing I will give to the Sims team. That pack was amazing. Thank you so much for that one. For at least that, the Angry Simmer isn't so cranky. So yeah, and I love the wall tiles, and you guys have probably noticed already that Cape Cod style, like ultra white, ultra preppy stuff is the style that I like for houses, or you know, I guess like split floor plan colonials and stuff like that. Oh, Silverado tiles, gorgeous. But yeah, for some reason the Silverado stuff just makes me really, really, really want to use all of that, like the wall tiles everywhere. And so everything has been getting a Spanish style kitchen for no reason. Like I would never have that in my whole house, or in my own house, but because they are so beautiful in the game, I'm like, you get a Spanish style kitchen, you get a Spanish style kitchen, and you, and you, and you, and yay! And I don't know what I'm doing. But, you know, I also did a lot of stuff off camera on this particular build, and like as soon as I get these doors in, I kind of cut it out and was like, I don't need to be doing all this on camera. That's super boring. But then I ended up doing like all the floors and the wall paints and the exterior gardening stuff. Did I really leave all these doors in? I only cut out the one side, I guess. Oh no, okay. I know what I did. Anyways, sorry, like I said, I've been working on this thing for a while. And yeah, you forget what you did sometimes. That roofing thing was such a weird moment. I was like, I should, but no, it's only supposed to be 3 doors, but whatever. Besides that, like, what is with people using French doors as walkout or as windows? Like, what? That's so many extra doors that you have to worry about securing in your house. These are things that I think about all the time. I think this whole build was 1 tile extra everywhere. And I ended up having to adjust everything because at the point that I started working on this, I was just like, no, I'm not restarting. I'm not doing it. I refuse. I'm not readjusting. It's just going to be one off. So you can see there that I took a break, and then I came back and did all the paint colors and the flooring and the lighting and blah, blah, blah. And yeah, it was fun. I do use the paneling from, I don't remember what pack. I think the bowling stuff all throughout, but it's actually like a recolor of it, so the colors are brighter and bolder, and I'm really into it. And so we have like wood panel walls in all the bathrooms, but they're light blues, and I thought that was really cool and really really fitting to this house, especially because that's what they did in the original house that this is based off of. So like I couldn't do the shiplap in the living room the way they did, because every room is a big beautiful cathedral ceiling a place with like wood beams going up them, and because this is going to be gameplay, I didn't put the wood beams in here because I have some CC wood beams, But yeah, camera angles, so I'm actually going to have to use this one for gaming. So I just, I said, forget it, we'll do that. But if I could get pitched roofs in the Sims, that would be so great. Or pitched ceilings. Like if I could just add that little extra, even like if we didn't get where we could do ceiling paint, if I could just have where I could click on the ceiling and hit delete ceiling, and then you just see up into the roof, that'd be great. And if I somehow missed that we can already do that, just let me know in the comments, please and thank you. I did not game test or gameplay test to see. You can see all the bathrooms that are going to be nice and bright and blue. I did not check and see if they can actually walk out those doors with those curtains on. So I'm going to have to check that in a few minutes. Whoopsie. Listen, I'm tired. I've been tired. I worked on this a lot. And like I just finished it. Like it's Thursday at 1:30. I just finished the editing of the video. I just finished the build a few hours ago. So yeah, you'll see this the very next day, and then this weekend I've got to figure out the first episode. So yeah, I don't know when I'm going to post that up. I might do a couple more just CC create a Sims, CC overloads, just so that I can have a minute of silence from my brain this weekend. But yeah, so, and I'm like nervous because my husband asked me the other day if we had any plans for the weekend, and I'm like, not that I'm aware of. So that usually means that he's got something planned, which God love him. He always has the most fun things for us to do, but I definitely can't get as much done on the Sim stuff on the weekend if he wants to go do something, because we will spend the entire weekend away from the house. Oh, that was really quick. I ended up moving those topiaries that I had put chairs there. So yeah, I didn't do screenshots for this, by the way, or fly through, because it's going to be a Let's Play, so you guys are going to see plenty of it. Yeah, but for some reason I decided that I needed to leave in this gray laundry room. I don't know, maybe I'll put in a lower level for a maid or something, or maybe I'll put a bed upstairs. If you saw the pool house in the build earlier, I can't believe I didn't record building that, but the kitchen itself was actually an accidental thing. Like, I thought I'd hit play on my recording software, and yeah, I didn't. So like when I went to the bottom to turn it off, I was hitting record, and so I was just like, well, screw it, I'll just leave in showing them that I changed it blue, because at first it was all white like is in the HGTV Dream Home, but it didn't have as big of an impact in the space because of how white on white shows up in The Sims. So yeah, you guys got to see me turn it navy, and it kind of fits the house anyways because everything's different shades of blue and white, so it's fine. It's totally fine, especially because the counters are like white marble, and I love white marble. And I feel like I'm talking so fast today for some reason. Like, I feel like sometimes I need Ritalin whenever I do these, because I'm just like blah, 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 blah. Wow, okay. I may have had caffeine a few minutes ago, as in I just finished a Diet Dr. Pepper, and those have a ton of caffeine. So, trick for everyone. I know a lot of people don't like ordering diet sodas, because especially when they go to a fast food place, because it's kind of like, oh, well, you're already eating crap. Why don't you just, drink the crap too? It it doesn't make a big difference. But here's the thing. Diet soda has more caffeine in it, so that's why I drank it. Nothing to do with the less calories. And in fact, I'm pretty sure that when the restaurant that I went to just a few minutes ago before I started doing this voiceover, pretty sure they gave me regular Diet Dr. Pepper, because it tasted really, really good. And it might just be that I haven't had soda in so long that it was one of those moments where it's like, oh. So that was me trying to show you before I started again on a different clip what everything looked like. This is, yeah, that's a problem. Should have edited that out, but hey, you guys got to see an overview again. I don't know why. Oh, this is actually the master suite area. That's why I put the little where our house sign is. I love the longitude and latitude things. I actually thought about getting another tattoo. So tattoo number 3 of longitude and latitude of where I met my dad for the first time. But it's like, it's a long story. I didn't meet my dad until I was 18. It was not his fault or my fault or anything like that. It just, yeah, my mom was weird. So if you hear me talking about my mom on the channel, I'm talking about my stepmom, because she's amazing. But Yeah, I met him when I was 18, and the place that we like met up at to actually meet each other was in Cape Girardeau, Missouri, because it was like halfway between where I lived in Kentucky and halfway between where I lived in Kentucky and where he lived in St. Louis. He lived in like Dogtown, which is the Irish district, or was the Irish district in St. Louis for a long time, anyways. And like he had this amazing red brick brownstone. That's such a, I don't know. Yeah, anyways, but it's this big red row house. That's what I was thinking of, row house, on Bates Avenue, and it was gorgeous. And I was pretty sure I did a speed build of it, but we had this Irish flag out front of it, and it was just like, yeah. And it's kind of funny because my husband's family actually, like his stepdad and his mom grew up like 5 roads over. So, and when he was a little kid and they still lived in the city, he would walk to the gas station that was like 3 houses down from my dad's house that I was just talking about. And whenever I was 18 and he still lived there, my younger sister and I would walk there to get pizza just like he did when he was a little kid with his cousin. So yeah, all these things where we almost met so many times. And like he was a Boy Scout and did sailing when he was 18 with them. And so he is 30 and I'm 27. He'll be 31 this year. And here's the the walk-in closet. But when he was 18 and I was 15, I think that's right. Yeah. Anyways, he came down to Kentucky to go sailing with his Boy Scout troop. And I'm fairly confident that like at that time I was over at my friend Caitlin's grandparents' house on the lake. So like they would have sailed right past where we were, and probably right past where we were water skiing and being thrown off tubes and stuff like that and swimming. And like there was just all these times we could have met, and we like to this day keep telling each other like I wouldn't have liked you if we'd met back then. Like we had to meet when we were in our 20s, because I was kind of a bit of a snob, which is so weird to say because I was like super poor, like crazy poor. Like from the time I was 12, my mom was on food stamps and welfare and stuff like that, like no money at all. But I still have this chip on my shoulder, like I was so fancy. And just no. Just like this mirror is like, no, I'm not going there. Yeah. Anyways, I struggled with little things like this for the longest time because I was so tired trying to just make it be perfect, because I wanted this dressing room to be perfect for the grandma, and it just refused to do what I wanted it to. And like the lights didn't look right in here, and I wanted this to be fabulous, like she was Marilyn frickin' Monroe, and no, just didn't want to. And I finally got to use the shower. I'm so happy about it, but it kind of looks stupid, and I'm so upset about it. Like you have no idea. I'm so sad. And then like this usually works. It usually looks really cool, but it just looks stupid. And then I forget to like the last second that you need a toilet in a bathroom, even though I play with cheat codes on. So I don't need any of this. I don't need bedrooms. Well, actually I do, because they need to reproduce, but I don't need bathrooms. Literally I was talking to my husband and he was like, I could build on The Sims too. I'm like, really? And he's like, yeah, you get 1 square room, or like a 4 square room. You put a bed, you put a toilet right next to it, and you put a stove right next to it so you can cook. I'm like, this isn't like The Sims 2. You have to have a countertop for them to cook anything, and a refrigerator. He's like, well then slap those things next to it and you're all done. And I'm like, no, you make pretty things. And he's like, I can see your eye twitching. You're so upset about this. Why are you so upset? And I'm like, because that's not how it works. That's not how you play The Sims. Also, I have a CC candlestick. Like this gorgeous rustic looking candlestick, and I cannot find it to save my life. And I think it was part of the Cherry Blossom Sims update, or one of the Cherry Blossom Sims artists that I found on there. And I think when she updated the pack, she didn't put it back in there, and now I'm just left like finagling that together, and it makes me sad because I don't want to have to do that. Oh my god, I struggled so much right here. Like I could have just put a square wall over there like I ended up doing, and that would have been fine. Like the space was fine there. But no, I have to put in all of these counters and space it out, and put in sinks and check and see that it doesn't really match that well. And then the mirrors kept bugging me because it wasn't enough space taken up on the wall. And I put these lamps in because that's what was on the pictures of the HGTV Dream Home, and like that tray wasn't big enough. It wasn't taking up enough space. And so this whole bathroom, I'm just like the whole time and like twitching with this and getting cranky, and I have issues, guys. And I'm so hyper right now, and I have to go to the gym tonight because so I've been working out with a personal trainer, and I've been helping her with some YouTube stuff so she doesn't charge me. That's why. Anyways, but it's become more of like a friendship. And so she went to Florida over the last weekend, and I didn't hear from her on Monday, and then I didn't hear from her on Tuesday, and then I finally heard from her on Wednesday, and I was like, okay, but I was thinking that she had completely ghosted me. It was just like, I'm not talking to her anymore. I went to Florida, and I decided that I want to work with clients that, pay for me to go to Florida more often. Because, like, she really likes the sunshine and being warm, and I was like, I totally get it. I don't blame her at all. And so I thought I was going to be on my own for a while. And, so I'd gone to the gym with my husband, and he had worked out with his trainer, who he actually pays, and that was all great. He had to stop early because he had a motorcycle accident a couple years ago, and they were doing walking lunges, and his hip kind of got caught, and he couldn't, he just couldn't use it anymore. It was hurting too bad, so they stopped, and which meant I had to stop my workout early. But my trainer calls, and she was, we're working out when we're going to work out next. And like the next week I have an orthodontist appointment and other things that I have to get done. And so we had to move things around from when we normally do. But she is just as scatterbrained because of that vacation as I normally am. And it was a nightmare, the two of us trying to figure out what we were doing. And I swear to God, you guys would have been like, what's wrong with you? Like, how are you this dumb? To both of us. But I think I started telling you that story because I'm like, I don't want to have to go to the gym. Oh yeah, that's totally why I'm telling you that. So I go to the gym tonight with Pat while he trains, and I had asked Marsha what I should do tonight so that I don't get, so I don't make myself too sore before coming to work out with her, because I've done that before. Like I didn't ask her what the next day or next week would be, and I'd worked out with her for like 3 days in a row and just almost died because she had me do so many stinking squats and kettlebell swings, and I was like, my legs better look amazing after this. And like I can feel how solid the muscle is underneath the skin, but it's just not showing yet to exactly what it looks like. So that makes me kind of sad, but soon you'll be able to see how hard I've worked for this. Anyways, but so I was like, so what do I do? And she goes, well, you do abs, because we're going to do a full body workout, so do abs. And I'm like, that works out for an hour with his like he does 30 minutes with the trainer, and then he does 30 minutes of cardio. And I'm like, I'm not doing abs for an hour. And she's like, do the elliptical and then do abs. And I'm like, you're going to make me run stairs tomorrow. I'm not getting anywhere near an elliptical. So I'm just like, I don't want to go. And then like I had McDonald's for lunch, and yesterday I had some ice cream, and like I've still lost weight somehow I've still lost weight, but I'm just like, she's gonna kill me tomorrow, guys, and I don't wanna. So, which when you're watching this probably will be while I'm working out with her, and I'm just not happy about it. I'm silly, I know. Oh, did I leave that like that? Please tell me I did not leave that like that. Oh God. Oh no, I did. Oh, that's gonna bug me. That will be fixed before we do the Let's Play if I left that pulled out, because I don't remember fixing that. That's bad. Oh, I left it. Oh, guys, I'm so sorry. Oh no. Oh, how did I not notice that? That's like glaring. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I pulled one of the shelves forward out of its little cubby hole, and now that's gonna be there until I fix it in the next 10 seconds once I'm done with this recording, because we are actually coming to the end of this. So thank you guys for listening to my ramblings. I'm gonna go check my pulse because I'm so hyper right now, and I'll get to work on this coming up week's episode of the Princeton Point Estates. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so that you can bring more people into the family to hang out with us and enjoy The Sims. And, you know, if we get enough people, maybe I'll even do a live stream on Twitch. Who knows? But anyways, I will leave you guys here, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, weekend, afternoon, whatever you may having. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.